back, y'all, to another episode of Make It Make Sense podcast. Today is another episode of Truth Over Ego. This time it's the Brothers Edition. As I'm back with my brother Sam.
That be me.
So how you feeling today, brother?
Oh man, I feel great. Another day, another day. How about yourself?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good myself. I know you probably like, dang, brother, why me? And why just us? Well, I'm just gonna be honest with you. When I was praying and meditating, God was like, this episode is special. And he was like, he needed a different type of truth and a different type of vulnerability that only you would give.
Yeah.
So that's why he called just me and you here today for this episode. All right.
All right. Mhm.
So, my first question is because like our viewers really, I mean, some people might know you, some people, a lot of people might not. Um, so my first question is not even a question, it's more of just giving us a rundown on you and who Sam is.
Man, that's a question that could take a long time to answer. Just being honest,
We
man.
got time. I just want you to know we got time.
Man, that's a question in himself. But I would say um mm,
Do with your little
to
background and stuff like that. You
suck.
get what I'm saying?
Well, like how far of a background are we going?
Far enough to explain who you are today.
But we can start off by saying I'm a gentleman that was raised in church. And as you hear the sayings, they tell you the preacher kids are the worst. To a certain extent, I agree, but
Yeah.
and I only agree is because when they say you're a preacher kid, it's not like you have a choice.
Man.
You have a choice, but it's you don't have a choice. You feel me? Like you in this household, you gonna go to church.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it was. Yeah. So at a young age, it was like school to me. Like we go to school. I got friends at school. I got friends at church. I went to church to see my friends. I ain't go to church for nothing else. You feel me? But being around like we went to church so much, them was more like I had more friends at church than I had at school and stuff. You feel me? But once once we basically once we moved around, once we settled out west and moved out west and was going to school out west, I could say that's when I grew into me. And I didn't choose the right path. I could say that. I started off as, like I said, wanting to be rebellious in school, like especially when once my dad wasn't in the household with us no more. You feel me? Ours your dad too, so I did say our dad, didn't I?
I think I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what
You really
happened,
don't.
but like starting when he wasn't in the household though, you feel me? Like so most people don't know like to me truly like that's my best friend. Like coming up, my daddy, I always admired my daddy. Like just being around in his presence was like amazing, a gift to me. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So when he wasn't in the household, that weighed on my spirit. You feel me? And I never forget the day that we all sat in that living room. And my mama asked us. She said, "Y'all daddy won't come back home. What do y'all feel like? What do y'all? What's y'all opinion?" And everybody, and before I could say yes, no, maybe before I could say anything, everybody said, "Nah, nah." And it was like, I am not gonna lie to y'all, like that right there crushed my spirits
Mm-hmm.
and made me who I was, to tell you the truth, because like once it was like everybody in there said no, not even steady asking people, like making sure everybody was a no. It was like, all right, no, all right, he ain't coming back. So with me, it was like, my at that point in time, at my age or whatever, I felt like my opinion didn't matter. So it was yeah, I don't really care from here on out. Like I'm to this point now. Like you'll ask me something most of the time, I'm gonna tell you like, you be like, what you want to eat? It don't matter. It don't matter. Whatever we eat, that's what type of person I am now. You feel me? Because I felt like my opinion didn't matter, but that took me down the path of, like I said, just rebellious. Like I didn't, like I was a smart kid. Like I did my work in school and all that, but it was like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna do what I want. Mom, don't nobody care. My dad ain't at home. Oh, it is what it is. So that took me down a deeper path because now me being rebellious in class took me around a different group of friends. Put me in a different category, you feel me? So now I'm the class clown. I'm the one that's gonna act out. So I had to live up to it. So I was him. I would go in school and I would go from first period to you kick me out of school or until the end of the day, I'm gonna act up. But I got my work done. So it was like I went from the what was it, 8th grade? 7th grade was the first time I got expelled. Like literally I got expelled in the school, kicked me out, and I never forget that they kicked me out. And they told mommy they wasn't gonna let me go to the 8th grade till she went off on them. So they like, look. Okay, we're pushing to the next grade, but he got to go to alternative school. It's like, so then once they put me in alternative school, I felt like it was over. Like I was a bad kid. They didn't really care about us. Like when I went in that school, it was like the teachers and stuff really didn't care about you because it's alternative school. They looking at you as you a bad kid.
Like you already got the label on you.
But I didn't have teachers tell me you ain't gonna be nothing. You either gonna be dead or you gonna be in prison by the time you're 18.
Yeah.
I had teachers tell me this, and it's like it was crazy for a long time. You feel me? I didn't even have my mama and them tell me. My mama and my daddy didn't told me that they washed their hands with me, that I wasn't gonna be nothing because I couldn't stay focused long enough in school not to be a class clown. Like I wasn't slow or nothing. It was just like they didn't catch my attention. The things you was teaching me, I didn't feel like we was gonna use now, like how it is now. So I was some type of right. You feel me? Because half the stuff you taught me, I don't use right now. Feel me? But I had to take it to graduate though. But yeah, from there, man. Like I said, I still ended up graduating high school on time. Walk with my class. Graduated from Ben Davis. But like I said, it was, man, growing up with my brother, like then my older brother, watching the lifestyle that my older brother chose to choose. It was like I wanted that lifestyle because it was like he always had the money, he always had the females. Like my brother was the guy growing up. You feel me? So it was like, dang, I wanted that. You feel me? But as I got older, like now, nah, I wish I'd have chose a different route. A different route because, like I said, man, from in and out of jail for stupid charges and going to prison, being shot, like, whew, this is like nobody tell you life is gonna be easy. That road is not gonna be easy. And I say we make it harder. We most definitely make it harder with some of the choices we make, because most definitely the choices I made growing up, the friends I chose to hang around with, the people I chose to call my friends, is 90% of the reason why I'm where I'm at now. Because I thought they was cool.
Yeah.
In reality, they was looking at me like, "Hey, he's cool. He's cool." But like I said, man, from like I said, so what was you at? Like we're gonna say middle school, I went to alternative school. And once I went to alternative school, I'm not gonna lie, that's where I really dibbled and dabbed. So it was like I'm already considered a bad kid. I might as well do bad things. So I started smoking weed, drinking liquor, any and everything I can get my hands on. If you give it to me, I'm gonna do it. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I tried some drugs, and it's like it's just like I'm glad God blessed me with a strong mentality for me to do the drugs and the drugs, not to do me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people do well, some people let drugs do them or alcohol do them, and they can never come back from that. So
Mm-hmm.
I just thank God for that though. But like I said, I dibbled and dabbled, which took me even farther into wanting to be that type of guy when tell you I'm really truly not that guy. You feel me?
Yeah.
The situations I done been in and places I done been in, it's like I shouldn't have been because I get that feeling or I get that conscious that talks to me way before it happens. And I'm not even gonna lie, I know I got an anger problem. I don't know like where technically it boils down to, like where it starts from or what really makes me angry. But I know it's something as a kid from a kid. I can tell you
Mm-hmm.
that because I go back into a kid mindset when I get mad. Because when I get mad, I want to do whatever. Like when you make me mad, I want to hurt you. I want
Mm-hmm.
to hurt you. I want your feelings to be hurt. So I might say something. I might say something to you like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," or "I'm gonna do this to you," knowing deep down inside, man, I love you to death. I ain't never gonna do you like that. I'm never hurt you. I never harm you. But in that point in spot or where I'm at right now, I'm that mad. I just want you to be as mad as me. I want you to
Mm-hmm.
be as hurt as me. You feel me? So like I don't know where it come from, but I know, like I said, situations I didn't put myself in, I shouldn't have been there. You feel me? Like it's it gets deep, man. Like I said, man, from putting my hands on teachers and man, they like it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I did a lot of crazy stuff, man. Like I'm just thanking God that I am the person I am today. The situations He took me through made me who I am. Some of the situations, like me going to prison, me sitting down in prison, I felt like I needed that because at a time I felt like nothing can stop me. I couldn't be hurt. I couldn't be injured. Like I didn't built this tough skin up. Like I felt like I was him. Couldn't nothing. I can go do whatever I want. Can't no police stop me. Ain't nothing stop me. Nothing me going to prison and sitting in there calling people, calling people. Nobody answering the phone. You ain't got nobody to talk to but God. You ain't got nobody to talk to but Him. And the only question you ask is, why me?
Mm-hmm.
Why me? I didn't ask that question many a nights. Why me? Why me? Why do I go through some certain stuff I go through? Because I'm willing to give anybody the shirt off my back, you feel me? But it'd be like, I'm always willing to give a shirt to the wrong person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a little bit about me, man. That's just a little bit. It's layers. It's some
Some
layers.
layers, some
It's some
layers.
layers, man. It's some untouched layers, some layers that I'm still trying to figure out. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So I like to talk about them. Is like I don't know how, cause I don't even know how to get into that door right now. Like it's something
Mm-hmm.
blocking that door, and me trying to work on that. It's like me trying to get in that door. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So, like, cause I know I got some issues. You feel me? But it be like I don't see them until they too late. Until it's too late. You feel me?
Yeah, we
Mm.
often do. We
Yeah,
often do.
yeah. Mm.
But with that being said, I do gotta agree with a lot of the stuff you said because we grew up together and like you said, like I know being a child, I was terrified of that father.
Mhm.
Terrified. Like you was like, that's my best friend. I'm like, I am terrified of this man. So I don't know if, because I don't remember the question of that day. So I know I was probably one of the ones that was like, nah. That scary man? That man's terrifying.
Man.
You get what I'm saying? But like the going to church and it not being the choice, it being like you have to. Even though
Mm.
I'm grateful for the you have to
Most
now.
definitely.
You get what I'm saying? Back then, it was like kind of led me toward not wanting to go, not wanting to
Yeah.
be there. You get what I'm saying? And that kind of led me down the roads. And like you said, looking at our older brother and the stuff that he was doing, all the stuff that he had, the lifestyle he led, just seemed fun. And you got all the stuff that we didn't get.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like to see him walk around in Jordans and Evisus and all of
Red
the
monkeys.
Coogis and Red Monkey, all of that stuff. And then you like with the big bankrolls and money and stuff. I'm like, I want that.
Yeah.
So I completely understand because that those were things that made me chase that lifestyle. You
Mhm.
get what I'm saying? I like 100% understand all of that. And even watching you, you get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, watching you probably is that part of what saved me a little bit because I'm like, this dude is wow. This dude wow. You know what? Let me pump my brakes a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, growing up, the way we grew up was a blessing because I don't
Most
think
definitely.
we would be here right now today doing what we doing or thinking how we thinking if we didn't go through all the things that we went through in life. If God made it easier on
Yeah.
us, I don't think we would be sitting here today. Which kind of leads me to my next question is if you could think about it, what do you think God would say who you are?
Right now, at this moment,
I mean, because his image of you has never changed.
I think it changed. Yeah,
But,
I hope it
but
changed.
I wouldn't say like now the image you chased
Oh, okay.
and the image
Okay.
that he perceived when he created you might have been two completely different things.
Hmm.
But what God seen for you when he said, I'm creating Sammy, is still what he's bringing forth.
You said what? What would guys say who I am?
That if you had to think and be like, if I had to perceive a thought of what God would think about me and what he would think who I am or who he wants me to be.
First and foremost, a loving man, a trying man, a dedicated man. Like, uh, like, like a man of honor. Because, um, like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just meeting anybody. I believe the best in them. I believe the best in anybody. I'm gonna try to bring out the best in anybody versus where you came from versus your background. Who you are can change any day. You don't have to be that person you went to sleep as. Is what I feel like. So, but me knowing that, I believe everybody has the willpower to be the person they're called to be, the greatest person they're called to be. With me, like knowing, like I said, with me sitting down and going through the situations I done been through in my life, and at the stage I am now, like bro, God is who I want to know. Like whatever it is you called me to do, that's what I want to know. That's what I want to do. Serve you to following your footsteps. You feel me? So you taught me to love my neighbors. So anybody come in my vicinity, I'm gonna first thing I'm gonna do is love you. I'm gonna believe you, and I'm gonna try to bring out the greatness in you. So as I said, a man of honor, a man of hopefully one day become a man of wisdom. You know, like to collect all this wisdom and be able to give wisdom to receive the wisdom and know what to do with it. You know, like I want to, bro. I want to be called one of God's favor. I want to be a favor of God. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
this, cause where I been, like I know where I've been, and it can't be nothing but better than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, cause I done been through some situations that's just tragic, but I know He brought me through 'em. So
Mm-hmm.
if He brought me through 'em, that mean He was with me through 'em.
Yeah.
So I want to be somebody He can be like, I can call Sam, or you can go, you can like how He did Joe. That's how I want to be. Or you can go take everything from Sam. He ain't gonna change. I bet you he still follow me. He still love me and believe in
Mm-hmm.
me. That's how I want to be. That's who I want to be, bro. That's like,
So you think that's what God looks at you and see, and that's what He's trying to bring out in
yeah.
you. You know what? I love that. I love that. On everything. I think that was dang. Like Joe. Dang. You see, now I always wanted to be his favorite, but I never thought like that. Like the one that you take, even though he didn't took a lot from me,
Like, bro.
and even in the midst of that, I still worship and praise.
Yeah.
But to
Look,
be like I want to be like Joe, that that's deep.
but like, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's one of my favorite books in the Bible. Like, just his story is amazing. Cause like, man, I ain't even gonna lie. Cause I forgot who I was talking to. Like, they tell you, like, man, God took everything, bro, from his kids, from his wife to his riches, everything. Everybody came like, you not gonna turn on him? You not gonna forsake him?
Yeah.
Like, nah, it faults in me. The fault's in me. He's nothing but greatness. I can't put this on him. I must have did something.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want. That's how I want to be, bro. I ain't gonna lie because I know being of this world is terrible, bro. Like, and I've been saying that forever now. Like, man, when they started coming out with the social media and when Facebook started to get big and stuff, I'm like, oh, that's that's the devil. It's the devil. Oh my God, they doing what? It's like my kids just showed me the other day, man. They just showed me a video. Jimmy Neutron. First and foremost, I didn't even know they knew Jimmy Neutron. This is a cartoon I grew up on. And when they showed me, they singing the first off, they singing the song, and I'm like, what song is that? And they like, that's Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron ain't never sung that song. So they showed me the little AI video, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, nah, now they ruining my cartoons.
Ruining my child.
I told them, I said, we finna watch all Jimmy Neutron every episode and show you that's not in there. Mm-mm. But yeah, man.
Man, that was a good one, man. So that brings me to my next question. Right now in life, would you consider yourself being close to God or far away, and why?
Nah, no, but to answer your question, that's a, I would say to answer you, no. Okay, so I think I can to best answer it that I say that I can. I would say I'm closer than I was, but I'm not close enough.
Mm. Okay.
Why I say that? So now for me to answer the why part is so um like I said, I grew up in churches. At one point in time, I was taking the pastor's what secretary or right hand person you want to call him worked at his job with me, so I'm taking them back and forth to work, and I know everything that's going on in the church. And when I found out everything that was going on in the church, it was like we can say I'm not gonna say you lied to me from the pulpit, but you miss I don't know the way because it's a lie. It's a lie. So, but
Mm.
you telling me one thing from the pulpit, but then y'all go behind closed doors and say other things. But then somebody, because somebody told me it was like, well, what if I wasn't trying to put that weight on the congregation? Boy, your congregation is the only people that's gonna help you. So if you're lying to your congregation, how do you what's the word I'm looking for? How do you think you're gonna get or receive this help to get you to the next level?
Mm.
Like if you telling me just listen as an example, you go on the pulpit like, yeah, uh pour your money into the church or whatever, you plant your seed and it's gonna come back tenfold or whatever. Cause churches we doing amazing whatever, whoop, whoop, but then you go behind closed door like I don't know how we gonna pay our rent this month. Yeah, I don't know how we gonna pay the lights. Instead of being real with your congregation and telling y'all, hey, we got to put up to pay the rent. We ain't got the money to pay the rent right now. You gonna lie to me? Don't lie to me, and you gonna take my offering to pay the rent.
Mm-hmm.
Be real. Tell me the truth. So with that being said, like going to another church that we all know, we're not gonna say the name of it, but this just wrong. But you supposed to be building
The
this.
building fund.
I'm just saying, this building fund that people been putting money into forever for a building that ain't never been built up. And this is like it's crazy because this building was supposed to be built when I was a kid, and I drive past there today, and it's still not a building out there.
Yeah.
But how much money have you took from these people telling these people y'all gonna build this building? This building is coming. Like that's wrong. Why are you lying to us? Keep it real with me. You ain't gotta lie to me. So when I start seeing stuff like that, bro, that's what pulled me back from churches. And then I ain't gonna lie, I had a couple friends that I don't think they was well, I had a couple of associates who not even gonna call them friends
Mm-hmm.
because they started planting stuff in my head. And I started believing. And it was like it drew me farther away from God. Like I would have debates with my mom, and my mama would stop talking to me because my mama like I don't care what you do. She know who she gonna serve. She know who she believe. So what I was talking was nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
But like at one point in time, I would tell people I didn't believe. I didn't believe. So for me to sit here today and tell you like that was that I believe. I believe by hands down. I believe. You ask me what made me believe? My life. my life. My life because I said somebody been praying for me. My life. Bro, from having guns pulled on me. Having a gun that from scientists, facts. The gun that does not jam. Having that put to my chest and the trigger pulled and the gun jamming. Stuff like that, bro, it's nothing but God. That's nothing but God. I shouldn't be here right now. Like, getting shot and the doctors telling me, oh, an inch to the right, you wouldn't be here. Oh, we just had a man your age, same gunshot wound 2 days earlier. Dead, he gone. Because it hit the main artery. Nothing but God, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing but God. So I would say, like I said, to answer your question, I'm saying I'm not close enough, but I will be there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Yeah.
Okay. So that brings me to my next question, which I can agree with. Again, I can agree with everything you just said, because we brothers in it. Boy, life is life.
Man.
And I know what my turning point was. What was the point in your life where you was like, I gotta get God in my life. I gotta change. I gotta do something different, because we all say that, like, no, I need God, because everybody know that they need God, even if they living the worst type of life and they thinking about changing their life around. Everybody know that they need some type of God in their life. But what was the turning point to make you say, you know what, I'm finna start making a change?
You would think out of all the things I've been through, it'd be easy for me to tell you, when I went to prison, when I got shot, when this
Ain't it crazy? But they don't be none of
wasn't it,
that.
wasn't it, wasn't it? It was when I heard God loud and clear tell me I was going to jail.
Mm.
And it was recent. That music came on and I looked up in the mirror and I seen the police. The first thing I did was look at that book bag. I said, oh man, he gonna get me. He gonna get me. And God said, I told you. I told you you don't want to listen. You going to jail today. I'm finna lock you up today. You're not gonna be in there long. But I need you to remember where I had you at, where you told me you was gonna come follow me at. Cause I told him that when I went to jail for shooting somebody. Yeah, and people's in there talking about, oh, I got a battery on a police officer. Oh, you got an aggravated battery. Oh, you got this. Oh, all these charges, bro. When I say I'm sitting in there and they talking 65 or better. No, you don't think I was in the Bible? Oh, God, I'm gonna follow you, please, God, help me, help me, help me. And it was like I was blessed, but I didn't take it as a blessing because I could have been doing all day.
Mm-hmm.
Should have been doing all day. But he seen fit to bring me home. And I told him, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. But when you brought me home, it was, oh, I'm back out. Oh, I can go do what I want. It's me again. I'm back to doing what I'm used to. I'm gonna go get me some weed. And I'm gonna ride around and get high. That's what I'm gonna do. And it was like, how many times have you prayed since you've been out? How many times have you opened that Bible since you've been out? Okay. So I'm gonna go put you in this household where I know ain't nothing but God over here. How many times have you prayed? How many times have you opened that Bible? Okay. All right, now you now I feel like it was like a little lenience because I ain't gonna lie to you. I started going to church, but I only started going to church because my daddy started preaching.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I started going to church. It wasn't when I started going when he was preaching. It wasn't for me to find my role or find my way with Jesus. That's not why I started going because, like I told you, I was still in my mindset of what goes on in the churches. So it was just I'm just going to support my daddy. But after like actually sitting and listening to him, like I tell you, my daddy's my was is my best friend. So coming from sitting drinking with my daddy, sitting smoking with my daddy, to where he is now, like he said, if he can change him, I believe he can change anybody because I know for a fact his whole family was in church and he still was like, nah, okay.
Why
Yeah.
daddy don't go to church?
Yeah.
Because I'm a he.
Okay, I'm gonna go on over here. I'm gonna go. I know my daddy. So to see that the man that he's becoming, be like, bro, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Like I love it. So for me knowing that he can change him and he can use him to help me change, talk to me, to help use you, brother. Like on my soul, like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like you just your walk with Jesus, bro. My mama, your walk with God made me like get into him. You feel me? Because man, I got this amazing. Like your walk reminds me of mommy. How you put your faith in God, and like you and your wife, and then be like, God got us. God got us. Just the conversation you gave me yesterday when I was here. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like that's something I ain't never did, bro. Like I get to that situation, this I'm gonna go do something that might put me in jail.
Yeah, what can I do? What you gonna
Yeah,
do?
I'm gonna go do something that might put me in jail and ain't gonna think twice about it. You feel me? Until it's too late.
Yeah.
Until it's too late. But
Yeah, I know. I understand, bro.
to actually sit back and say I know somebody that put their faith in that man. And that man that came through every time. Like the song Uncle Leroy, like boy, I bust out crying yesterday when Uncle Leroy started singing. And it was just the words of the song. You feel me? It's just you can't hurry God. And that's our problem.
Mm-hmm.
We all wanna hurry him. We all wanna God, I need this now. I need this right now. I want you to
Genie
do this.
work.
I want you, yeah, like, no. Like, I hear you. I hear you. But I move when I move. It's what he do. It's on time. We might not think it's on time. We might think you late. We might think you, but it's always on time. Always. And it's like, just, like I said, just watching you, my mama and my daddy, like, it's amazing. Why not? Why not follow God, bro? Why not give him all I got? I done gave myself all I got and they didn't get me nowhere. You feel me? So, I'm just saying.
Hey, I
Like,
understand, boy.
mm,
Yeah, that that was good. Man, boy, I understand. I didn't try. I didn't try it. I did it all. Like you know me. I was like, I can figure it out. I can make something out of nothing. That was me,
yeah.
and I can take care of it all. And I don't need no help, and I don't need nobody. Cause watch what I can do. Until God took all of that away, it was like you can't do nothing. Now what you gonna do? And then set me there to watch him work. Watch him work. I never forget that Christmas, the last Christmas that we celebrated. I was always the father that could do any and everything. I can make it happen. I can get you whatever you wanted, and I pride myself on that. But to have a job, a good paying job at that, like, and then I make 20 something dollars an hour, and they're 30 something dollars an hour in the overtime, and they give us them hours.
Mhm.
To have a good paying job and pounds of weed that I'm selling and still not be able to buy my kids one thing for Christmas. Most of it because of my own selfishness and where I seen myself and where I was trying to get myself and not being willing to even spend the money because I wanted to put it back into the streets. So I felt like nah, I can't spend it. I'm gonna re up if I buy them Christmas stuff. But God was like, He seen past all of that selfishness and was like, I'm finna do it. and he took care of them kids for that Christmas. I'm talking about overly took care of them that Christmas. I'm talking about they had more gifts under the tree than I've ever paid for. Than I've ever paid for. And I'm like, dang, God. And then after that, he continued to take things away from me, or continued to show me that it's not you that's been taking care of y'all. I mean, just continued to show me it. First, he took the job. Now I ain't got no job. I still got this weed. I can make something happen with this weed. And then, even though I had the weed, it stopped making money. Like, it literally stopped making money to the point where I could barely go get more, pay it off if I went to go get it on front. Because I had people that, because they knew me, Ricky know how to get some money, so I give it to him. But got to the point where I couldn't even pay people back. So it was literally like working backwards trying to do it. So it was just like, what am I doing? And he just continued to show me, I'm taking care of everything. You not doing nothing. You ain't doing a single thing. Ain't never did nothing. It was all my grace. And you just got the big head and was like, it's me. So let me show you it ain't you. And then he continued to take care of me. And then it was getting pulled over with that weed in the car. And I'm like, you know what? God, I feel like that was your last sign. Cause don't nobody want to go to jail in Greenwood.
Not agree.
Don't nobody want to go to jail in Greenwood. And one of my wife's friends was like, we got pulled over with a blunt in the car, and my husband went to jail over it. And I got way more than a blunt. I'm talking about extremely more than a blunt. And I was like, all right, once this is gone, I'm done. Once it's gone, I'm done. And I thought that, like you said, God, I'm gonna follow you. I got you, God. That's what I said. Then it got to the point where it was shaky a little bit. Like, dang, how we gonna pay this? How we gonna do this? How we gonna? And God told me, it's $2,000. Keep it put up. That's your safety net. And I'm like, you know what? Even against like, I was so ashamed. I didn't even tell my wife. I just took the money. Went and bought a pound. Just took the money and went and bought the pound. Like, I'm just finna go back to doing what I do, because we can't lack. We can't go without. How we gonna pay our bills? How we gonna do this? How we gonna do that? This is due. That's due. I ain't got no job. I gotta do something. I went and got that weed. My wife so mad at me. I'm talking about so mad at me. And she was like, what you do is gonna affect us. We gonna suffer because of your choices. And I'm like, dang, I'm just trying to provide a way, not truly understanding what I'm doing. You get what I'm saying? And it was like Jonah. Ain't it Jonah that got ate up by the whale? Yeah. That's listen, when she was reading Jonah, right? You remember the part where they was on the boat? It was a real bad storm. I'm sitting downstairs, and she had been telling me about her reading Jonah. She upstairs, she's still kind of upset at me. You get what I'm saying? I still got all the weed, and I'm like, but it ain't really selling. But it's not really selling. Even for the price I got it, it ain't too much money you can make off of it. You feel me? Because of how it's going with all the dispensaries and all of that stuff. I'm like sitting down there just feeling bad. I ain't gonna stunt. I felt bad right after I bought it. You remember we said we went to bro house and I went out on that balcony by myself. That's when I felt it. Like, dang, I shouldn't have did that.
You remember I had that conversation with you.
Yeah, man. And everybody was against me doing
I had that
it.
conversation with you. I told you, I was in there trying to, my wheels was turning like, how can I get this man his money back? I ain't going to do sell nothing. He not supposed to be selling nothing.
Yeah, but it was meant for me to go through that, though. And I remember sitting downstairs just feeling horrible. And it was like raining so bad, man. I literally thought like a tornado or something was finna come and kill us all because of my choice. Like, that's like to look outside and see the trees bending You get what I'm saying? I'm like, God, what did I do? To the point that I think that you finna come and kill me and my whole family because of what I chose to do. And in that moment, I'm like, I can't, I can't. I told you I would stop. I'm gonna stop. I had to apologize to my wife. I let her know, like, I feel like Jonah in this moment, like, you gotta kick me out this house to get this storm to go away. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or it might cost all of us our lives just because I'm here being disobedient. God telling me going to go this way, and I'm like, nah, I'm finna hop on this boat and go that way.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But it was in that moment because I didn't had other moments where I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna change my life. I ain't. I'm a. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna do something different. My son want to follow me, and he can't follow this path. But when the chips get low, I get into my flesh, and I'm like, I gotta figure this out.
Mm-hmm.
But God showed me in that moment, like, follow me, listen, and the fear of God and what He would do to me for not listening was my true turning point of no, I can't do the same thing. And if I told God this is what I'm giving up and I'm not finna do it no more, I got to. I got to, no matter what. I mean, because you didn't show me, you didn't pay bills, you didn't brought us this far without me doing nothing. Now, what would it look like if I truly gave it all to you? And as you see, it ain't always roses, but we don't lack.
Yeah.
We don't go hungry. Our kids don't go without. I remember we didn't have the money to do the back to school shopping, but they got clothes and they got shoes. You get what I'm saying? They got clothes and they got shoes. God always sends an angel. Like I told you, just Sunday, I'm like, I don't know how we finna eat up until this stuff hit for us to go and get food. I don't know what we finna. I don't know how we gonna put gas in the car. I don't know what we finna do. And God sent another blessing, an overflow of blessings. I perceived it as that because it was more than what we needed. We even went he gave us money and free food. You get what I'm saying? Got my kids gifts and toys and all type of stuff, all in the same Sunday. Like now I know that to keep trusting and keep going. Well, I knew it, but to continuously see him bless and prosper us. I think that's how you say it. But you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's just a reason why I just keep following God and I can't deny what He's doing in my life. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's why I have that crazy faith. You get what I'm saying? Because He didn't show me. I didn't seen it. I live in it. My life is a testimony of what having faith in God would do.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of brings me to my next question.
Okay.
And my next question is, in what area is in your life right now is the hardest to surrender to God? Or what would you feel is the hardest thing to surrender to God right now?
It's actually the easiest thing to surrender, but it's the hardest thing. It's time.
Mm.
It's time because if you give him time, you can do all the things you need to do for us. Pray, read your Bible, whatever you need to do. So it's time. And why I say it's the easiest thing because that's the most precious things we have. But the hardest thing because for some part, I'm just gonna say me, just using me. You feel me? Some part of me is still in the worldly world. So my time is I never have enough time in a day. The 24 hours they give us in a day, even though that's wrong, but isn't enough time for me to accomplish everything I need to accomplish in a day. So it's like it's hard, like which I'm not. It's right now. Right now, I know he's gonna give me the will to make it easier. But right now, I say time because it'd be like be like, okay, so you get up at I get up at 5 in the morning, gotta be at work by 6:30. I'm not getting off work until but 5:36. Still got a 30 to 40 minute drive home. Still had to take a shower, gotta wash up. I mean, gotta eat. And I'm really tired. But now I ain't read, I ain't prayed, I ain't you understand me? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it's time. I'm gonna say time. If once I can get out of the worldly, like my time is all I had. When I get out of that, I feel like I'll be better. I'll be a better person. I'll be closer to him because he get that time. He get that time, and I'll be able to be like, uh, this ain't that important. I don't need to do this. So replacing this with reading. Okay, I don't need to do this. I can replace this with now. This is my prayer time. Like
Mm-hmm.
you feel me? So I feel like it's time though, brother. If you
Yeah.
ask me.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I struggle with the time thing too. But you want to know one thing that God helped me do to start managing that time?
What's that?
He told me every single morning, because I got my prayer closet, he said, before you do anything, before you look at your phone, even if you gotta go to the bathroom, bad enough, go to the bathroom. Because I don't want you trying to cut your prayer short to go pee.
Mm-hmm.
But before you go do anything, like before I take my daughter to the bus stop, before I do anything, the first thing I have to do when I get up, and at first it was just something that God told me to do, and it switched to something that I've told God this is something that I will give Him. Is the first moments of my day is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna pray, so that at least I started my day off right by giving you time, by putting you first, and in doing that, God has done so much in my life just by that one thing, just by waking up every single morning and going to go pray before I do anything else,
Mm-hmm.
before I have any conversations, before I do anything. I get up and I go right to my closet. Like I said, sometimes just go pee and go to my closet because it's like I don't want to be in there like, all right, God, I gotta go because I gotta pee. You get what I'm saying? But I get up and that's the first thing that I do before I come out of my room, before I leave my room, before I go to do anything. I go and pray. And now it's to the point I get up in the middle of the night, 2, 3 in the morning, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go pray. And even if I do it then, when I wake up to start my day, I still go and I pray first. And I'm not gonna lie, brother, that has made all the difference in my walk just by giving him the first couple minutes of my day,
Mm-hmm.
asking him to guide my day, asking him to be with me as I go through this day, to help me make choices that his will goes forth and not my own. And he has delivered me from so many things just by doing that. That alone. He has started to, I'm talking about so many things, bro. So many things. That's why I don't have the urge to sell drugs and do stuff like that. He took it away because I was obedient enough just to go and pray. And I think that's what he wants first is our obedience. Because if you can just be obedient to do one thing, then he can entrust you to do other things and he can take things away from you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I remember going in there because I would just go and I would first repent because I want you to hear my prayers. So I'm gonna repent for whatever I can think of or whatever I know that I've done. You get what I'm saying? Even if I'm repenting like God forgive me for the things I don't even know I did wrong. You get what I'm saying? So it started with me just repenting. And then it went from me repenting to I repent and then I ask for his guidance and his leadership throughout my day. And then it started from there for him to start to show me things. Like dang, you didn't even notice I took this away from you. You didn't even notice you ain't even been thinking about this. And then he showed me because I would go in there and I would pray about the things that I battled with. You get what I'm saying? Like the things that I didn't want to do, but it felt like I had no control. You get what I'm saying? Like those things overpowered me, like smoking. Like you don't understand how many days I went in there and prayed for God to take that away from me. That I didn't want to smoke. I didn't want to get high. I don't want to do this. And he showed me one day, early morning, me going in there praying. And he said, you see how I took selling drugs away from you? How I took the anger and the wanting to hurt and harm people, how I took all of the whole entire lifestyle that you led. You get what I'm saying? How I took all of these things away from you. And how you praise me for doing that. You gonna find yourself back in this closet praising me for taking that away from you too. But it took me going to that closet every single morning and just repenting first. And then he started to show me and started to talk to me and started to tell me what to do. And as I was obedient to what I would hear, things would just start to fall off and he would start to work on me and he would start to make me better. And it all started with me saying, God, I'm gonna get up. And I hear you telling me, come to the closet every morning, pray. Every morning, come to you first before anything. Before I look at my phone and see what time it is, come to you. And not to say I was always perfect, and like it wasn't a day or so that I didn't, but if I didn't, I had to repent. But every day I went to the closet. Every day. As it could be throughout the day, and I'd be like, dang, I ain't go to my closet. And it's like he convicted me. Like, you know what you was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I would go to my closet and repent for not doing what he said. And then repent for all the other stuff that I did that he didn't want me doing. And now I can find myself walking a better walk, all because of me being obedient to that one thing. And that's why every single morning, I don't care what's going on, I'm gonna go to my closet before I do anything. Because I know the benefit of giving God the first couple minutes of your day. And I mean, it's been working wonders, brother. I'm talking about wonders. To now I get like how you used to wake up and hear mama praying or she be anointing you in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
I be doing that. I be doing that. Hey, if you was here, you'd be like, dang, this dude, really?
Gotta go work. Be quiet.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just that deep. And it's just obedience. If he calls me to do it, I have to go do it. If he tell me to do it because I've seen the benefits of being obedient just by getting up and giving him the first couple minutes of my day. So now whatever you tell me to do, that's why we sitting here right now today. Came out of my closet. That's why whenever I ever text you at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh no. Don't text me again.
But I came out that closet because he said, go text your brother. Because I called you to do something and you let what you wanted get in the way of what was supposed to have been done yesterday. So go do what I told you to do. So that's why I got up this morning. That was God texting you. I know that text message didn't read like something I was saying. Because that was God. And that was me being obedient and saying everything he told me to put down in that message. You get what I'm saying? And just to hear him, like, I don't want to lose that. So I'm going to continue doing because I can continue hearing and you can continue working and I can continue to see your blessings. I can continue to see the fruit of what comes from being obedient and what comes from doing what God says and trying to lead a life pleasing to God. You get what I'm saying? Like that being like that's like my prayer every morning. Let your will go forth and not mine. Let everything I do be pleasing to you. Let my thoughts be pleasing to you. Let everything that comes forth out of me, let people see you through me. When they look at me, they don't see me, they see you. When they hear me talk, they don't hear me, they hear you. You get what I'm saying? Because I know everything about me. We was born in the flesh. This body is sin.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's why he says to deny yourself. Our nature is sin.
Mm-hmm.
Our nature is darkness. It says that in the Bible in Enoch. Our nature is darkness. That's why we sin. That's why he said, if I don't show men his nature, he'll sin even more because he don't even know his nature is sin.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he said, I'll be able to see who loves me and who doesn't, because you truly have to deny who you are
Yeah.
to choose me. You have to deny who you are, who you literally are. You have to deny that. I heard somebody say, you don't have to teach a baby or a child to do wrong. You don't have to teach them.
Mm-mm. But you
As
gotta
they
teach
grow
them right.
old, you got to teach them right.
Mm-hmm.
They'll just naturally do wrong. A baby is naturally selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You got to teach them how to not be selfish, how to share. You get what I'm saying? It's just
Mm-hmm.
naturally like that because that is our nature.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness. You have to deny yourself. You get what I'm saying? We getting a little bit off track. My bad. But this brings me to one of my final questions. Not my final question, but one of them. My question is, if you could ask God to strengthen you in one area, what would that be?
Mm-hmm. Well, we do Bible study every week, so you should know that. I say prayer. I'm still gonna say prayer until I have an excellent. How you say it? Excellent? That's the
Mhm.
word I'm looking for. An excellent.
Yeah, excellent prayer and
Mm-mm. Say that word again.
excellent.
Communication with God Himself.
Mm.
Now, when I have excellent, I sound like I'm trying to say escalate, don't it? But
No, you saying it right.
oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, communication with God. When I feel like I got a excellent communication, then I feel like I can work on something else. But for me, I feel like I need communication skills with them,
Mm-hmm.
like, cause my communication with people to me still suck. So if I can't communicate with people right, I know I ain't communicating with Him
Mm.
right. So I feel like prayer, and then just my time. My time with him, spending time with him.
Mm-hmm.
Just, it had to be my two biggest ones. Cause you said one, but I'm gonna say two.
Yeah. Dang.
What was yours, me?
Um, I would still say time to manage my time better so that he can get more of my time. Because sometimes I see myself scrolling on Facebook like I was talking to our mama, and she was like, I'd be in here watching my shows, and she was like, I'm thinking about getting rid of the TVs because I'd be like, I'll just sit here for 2 hours when I could have been spending time with God.
Mm-hmm.
And she made me realize that just praying ain't enough. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? If you truly desire a true like connection, a true bond, you got to give him more than just that prayer. You got to give him time. She was like, it's a if you look at it like with other people, like I have to give my wife time. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I can't go too long without talking to you. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it's the same with God. You want to get in his relationship. Our relationship with God matters more than our relationship with anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So who should get the majority of our time that we have to
Should
give?
be him.
You get
Most
what I'm
definitely.
saying? So to work on me and just being able just to go in, even if it's not praying, because it ain't always got to be. I'm coming to pray. I'm coming to ask for forgiveness. It's just like she said, if I can't. come and sit in your presence and just praise you and just sit in your presence for an hour here. How can I expect to do that for all eternity? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dang, that's deep. You get what I'm saying? Because who thinks of it like that? You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Who really thinks of it like that? Like what it will be once God cracks the sky, and if you are the one that He says, eat from the tree of life, I am pleased with you. You get what I'm saying? All your sins have been forgiven. I will hide you from my judgment. Go ahead and go over there. You get what I'm saying?
Speak dope.
Yeah, that's
It's
dope.
dope.
But like the feeling that I get when I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning praying and worshiping God, it's the best feeling ever. You get what I'm saying? The feeling that it's something different about a 3 o'clock in the morning prayer than a 7 o'clock in the morning prayer.
Mm-hmm.
Something different. It's like because you sacrificing your sleep, you sacrificing for Him. You're giving away something that people desire. People desire rest. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So to give up your sleep, to give up your rest, to go into His presence, it's like He just moves different. It's a stronger presence. It's like He's literally right there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to be honest, to have that feeling all day long, I would love. I would love that.
Most
But
definitely.
I would have to spend more time with Him.
To get there.
You get what I'm saying? So
Most definitely.
it's like me just working on my time just to go and just sit because I can go and I can pray and I can, you get what I'm saying? Giving them first days, I don't read my Bible as much as I should, even though I do read. You get what I'm saying? But to be able to sacrifice more of my time,
Mm-hmm.
or it to be on my mind and in my heart, like, nah, forget all of this
But I
stuff.
can go watch TV right now. I'm gonna go read my Bible.
Yeah,
Like that's what I want.
yeah,
That's the
to
feeling I
rather
want.
want
Yeah.
and for that to be in my heart. You get what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? That's what I would want him to work on. Is for that to be in my heart. Like, nah, let me go read. You know what? Let me go and just close myself in my closet and just pray for his spirit to come and just be with me,
Mm-hmm.
talk with me. You get what I'm saying? While I sit in my closet and just spend time, just me and him. You get what I'm saying? Like I told you earlier, like since she told me that, I've been doing it, and like I said, I said from the time you said, "All right, I'm about to head that way," if you ain't going nowhere,
Yeah.
until you called my phone,
What you doing?
I was in that closet,
Mm-hmm.
and it truly feels it just coming out of the closet. I felt different. You get what I'm saying? Felt more humble. You get what I'm saying? It just I don't know. It just going to be in this presence just makes you different. It just make it like it. I can't even explain it. You get what I'm saying? I can't. This is something that a person would have to do to experience to realize why you should.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? But I'm with you on that time. I'm with you on
Yeah.
that time. And when it comes to the praying, just start. And if you don't know what to say, you ask for the Holy Spirit to come in and help you pray. And I'm trying to tell you, it will. It will give you words to say if you listen. You get what I'm saying? But just doing, just going. You get what I'm saying? Repenting first. First acknowledging who God is. Acknowledging who He is. Acknowledging His Son. Repenting. You get what I'm saying? And He'll just start to work. Just start like that. And He'll just start to do more. He'll just start to show you more. He'll start to give you more to say. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes when I'm praying, I know it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
The things that come to my head to say, I don't even think like that. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, but them really be them 3 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
prayers. I mean, boy,
Feeling it.
gotta be working.
Yeah.
But uh, that brings me to my last question, and we're gonna wrap it up. Even though this conversation
It's gonna continue.
There,
It's gonna
there,
continue.
there. This brings me to my final question,
Okay.
uh, which is, how can we, or what can we do to start to bring men together, or to reach men, just so we can start to bring them towards God, or give them that
Mm,
hunger in God.
mm. That's mm. That is a deep. That's a deep question right there. Like me personally, you ask me, it's just like it starts. It starts like right here, like how we doing this. This is where it starts. Where you got to come up with brain.
Brainstorming.
Bingo. You see, look, you already know I was sitting here like brainstorming ideas of how to just to get men together because 90% of your men right now is they want to be left alone. Most people don't want to come out the house. You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
it's just brainstorming and trying to figure out how we can get men together. You feel me? Cause like I've been telling Daddy, I want to start back they did the men's breakfast once a month. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And like I told Daddy, I'm like, hey, in them times people didn't know. Like I was going through a lot mentally. Like physically I was cool. Physically you look at me, I'm good. But mentally it was like I was in a fight for my life. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And just being able to sit down with men and have conversations like we not in here judging nobody. Like we just coming out and we getting together, eating and talking. You going through something, you more than welcome to share it. You need some advice, somebody gonna give you some advice, they gonna give you some scriptures, something, you feel me, to brighten up your day to send you in a better on a better path than what you walked in here on. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like that that first Saturday of the month, man, used to be amazing. Amazing. I go in there and get some good food. You know, they could
There,
cook. You know?
there.
So, yeah, shout out
Man,
to Uncle
Uncle
Leroy.
Leroy. Uncle Leroy and Pops in the kitchen.
You know, my mama knows something. But like, man, just cause I ain't gonna I'm not on social media to reach out to people like that. Like, but I most definitely would love to sit down and get that out there, like just to get men to gather. Like bring your sons, bring like just like something
Man.
like meet in the park, man. This is just have conversations, man. Bring your sons. You feel me? Let's like don't leave the young ones out because this they going through stuff too. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? They just cause they a kid don't mean they don't go through things. You feel me? They don't need somebody to talk to. Like they don't need a judge. They need somebody to talk to them. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? Like that's why I tell people I won't work with kids because being being in like starting, I went to start going to juvenile as a kid. You feel me? So me being in there and being around kids like that, like me being one of the kids, like I didn't feel comfortable. Like certain stuff, I didn't feel comfortable with going to tell my parents. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So if I had a male figure in my life, like an uncle or something, I could pull up on and talk to. You feel me? I feel like I would have been better. Like I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'd be in a better position right now, but not having nobody I could go talk to, like, because I feel like everybody was gonna judge me. Oh,
Yeah.
you this
Or
and
if you
you
talk
that.
to your parents, you get in
Yeah, or
trouble.
you gonna go tell my parents, and then they gonna come and talk to me. I'm in trouble if I'm telling you. But I just went and tried this drug for the first time. I don't know why, but now you're in trouble because now you're you feel me? But it'd be like no, like sometimes it
Man.
don't need like it's life. Everybody gonna do something. You feel me? So we don't need judges. We need somebody just I've been through that. I've
Mm-hmm.
been through that. But let me tell you, this is how I got through it. Oh, I'm going through that now. What are you doing to go through it, man? You ain't gotta hold that in. Talk to me. Talk to
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
man.
And
I feel
sometimes getting it off your chest
it's a whole lot better.
like that works wonders. Just the relief of
just to
I
just to
got to say
tell
it.
somebody. I
Yeah.
got to get it off my chest so somebody knows it, and I ain't just walking around with this weight on my shoulder. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So that's most definitely like I don't know, man. We gonna have to figure that one out. What ideas do you have?
Uh, really, uh, that's really why I came and asked the question, man. So we could start putting something together. So we could start it. You get what I'm saying? Uh, I like what you said about like the. I think it would just be first just putting it out there that
Mm-hmm.
there's a place for men to come.
Yeah.
There's a space for you to come talk, even if it's just you just need some prayer. You get what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just to let them know, like there's somebody out here for you. Because as men, we think all we have is ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So I think the first step would just be reaching out and letting men know that hey, we care and
Yeah.
we want to be there for you. And if you're willing, like you said, we got this breakfast you can come to, or we could meet once in the park, or rally at this restaurant, or even at this basketball court, or
Mm-hmm.
you get
Yeah.
what I'm saying, and just sit down as men and just get what's on your chest off your chest, and hopefully us as men can come together and help out each
It's
other.
gonna be a lot of this is like just it's so like they tell you iron sharpen iron. So with so many of us in a room, we have no choice but to come up with a conclusion.
Yeah,
That's how I feel. Like if you're going through something, you get enough men in that room.
somebody
They
gonna say
yeah,
something.
that's
Yeah.
gonna touch you or will bring you through it. You feel me?
Hmm.
That's it's always been like that for me. So
Yeah.
I feel like man, as long as you get enough people in that room, somebody's gonna walk out that room changed.
Hmm.
Somebody's gonna walk out that room feeling like they got a brother. They got some family. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
You know
most
what?
definitely.
So with that being said, right here, right now, I just want to extend for anybody watching this or seeing this,
Yeah.
drop a comment. Let it be your Facebook name, your Instagram name. I wouldn't say put your phone number on there. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that. But your email address or something like that. Drop it and we'll reach out and
Most definitely.
we can come together. We can work together. If it's just us getting on the phone and saying the prayer, or us just praying for you, or whatever that we can do for each other to start up men coming together and working together for each other.
Yeah.
Drop a comment. We'll reach out. But with that being said, brother, thank you
I
for
love
coming
you,
out.
man. I
I
thank you for
love you.
letting me come on here.
I love you, brother.
Always. Always.
And that was our episode of Make It Make Sense. Man, that one touched my heart.
That one, man. I like that.
But,
I like that one right there.
so we're gonna be coming together and figuring this out, man. Let's all come together and figure this out because we need each other.
We must definitely take a group.
I love y'all. Y'all tune in next time on Make It Make Sense. Truth over ego.
Mm. Woo woo.